Do you know the filming of The Passion of the Christ was marked by such shocking events that many considered them genuine miracles? Real injuries, strange phenomena, and experiences no one could explain left everyone on set wondering. Were they mere coincidences or divine signs? From the very beginning, Mel Gibson's vision was clear: to depict the final hours of Jesus with such realism that it would transport the viewer directly to first-century Jerusalem. To achieve this, he made bold and risky decisions, such as filming the entire movie in Aramaic, Latin, and Hebrew, the languages spoken at the time. This not only added depth to the narrative, but aimed to connect with the story on a direct, emotional level. Furthermore, the meticulously designed sets were built in Matera, Italy, a place that seemed frozen in time, where every stone and corner was crafted to faithfully reflect the world where Jesus lived and died. However, this project posed not only technical challenges but also profound spiritual ones. Gibson knew it would not be an easy journey. Major studios rejected his idea, deeming it too risky and uncommercial. But that didn't stop him. He decided to personally finance the $30 million production, demonstrating an unwavering faith in the message he wanted to convey. It was an act of sacrifice and commitment that, in a way, reflected the very essence of the film's message: sacrificing for something greater than oneself. The most shocking and widely discussed aspect of the production was the series of accidents and inexplicable phenomena that occurred, many of which directly involved Jim Caviezel, the actor portraying Jesus. His commitment transcended acting. He lived the pain. One of the most striking incidents was the painful dislocation of his shoulder while filming the scene in which Jesus carries the cross. To achieve maximum realism, Gibson decided to use an authentic cross with significant weight. During one of the takes, Caviezel stumbled and fell to the ground under the cross's weight, causing the painful dislocation. What is most astonishing is that the pain and suffering seen on screen were not just acting, but real physical agony the actor was experiencing. Many saw this as a symbolic moment, as if Caviezel, even for an instant, was bearing a fraction of the sacrifice that Jesus endured on his way to Golgotha. Another equally chilling event occurred during the brutal flogging scene. Due to a technical error, one of the whips used in the filming struck Caviezel's back directly, penetrating the protective gear meant to keep him safe. The impact was so intense that the actor was left with a permanent scar. This accident left the crew in shock, yet Caviezel continued filming despite the pain. For many, this moment resonated deeply with the words, "By his wounds we are healed." But the most inexplicable event of all happened during an outdoor shoot while filming one of the scenes. Jim Caviezel was struck by lightning. Yes, lightning struck him during the filming. Although the actor was not seriously injured, the impact was powerful enough to leave everyone stunned. What are the odds of this happening in the middle of a movie about Jesus' final moments? Some saw it as an astonishing coincidence, but for others, it was a profound divine sign, a reminder of the spiritual significance of their mission. Far from discouraging the crew, these events seemed to strengthen their commitment to the film, reinforcing the spiritual purpose of the project. The filming was also marked by a series of mysterious events that directly affected the technical team. One of the most perplexing occurrences was the constant and inexplicable equipment failures. Lights and cameras, meticulously checked before each session, would suddenly malfunction, particularly during the most emotional and significant scenes. Despite the technicians' efforts, there was no logical explanation for what was happening. In response to these difficulties, something remarkable began to happen. Some technicians and actors, frustrated by the continuous malfunctions, turned to spontaneous prayer in critical moments. The astonishing part was that on several occasions, after these prayers, the issues would resolve almost immediately without any technical intervention. Another phenomenon that profoundly impacted the crew was the sensation of unexplainable presences on set. Several crew members reported feeling that they were not alone while working, especially during night shoots. While these experiences varied, many agreed they were not frightening but deeply spiritual. Some described these sensations as a comforting energy, as if they were witnessing something sacred. The emotional and spiritual impact also left profound marks on the hearts of the cast. Maya Morgenstern, who played Mary, confessed that the emotional intensity of the scene where she holds the lifeless body of Jesus was so overwhelming that she felt a direct connection with all the mothers who have lost a child. It was a moment of absolute understanding of Mary's pain, a pain that resonated deeply in the actress's soul and marked a turning point in her personal life. On the other hand, Claudia Guerini, Pontius Pilate's wife, began having recurring dreams featuring passages from Jesus' life that were not in the script. These dreams felt like spiritual messages, prompting her to question deeper aspects of her faith and life's purpose. Taking on the role of Jesus was not an easy decision for Jim Caviezel. Mel Gibson warned him directly, "This could ruin your future in the industry." But instead of backing down, Caviezel accepted with firm conviction, responding, "I believe we have to do this, even if it's hard." Beyond the physical trials, the dislocated shoulder, the permanent scars, the lightning strike, Caviezel also faced criticism and isolation after the movie's release. Many in Hollywood began to see him as a controversial figure, limiting his opportunities. Despite these challenges, Caviezel never regretted his decision, stating that his participation was an act of service and faith. "If this can bring someone closer to faith or to Christ's sacrifice, then it was worth it," he later said. From the very beginning, there was a shared feeling among the cast and crew that this project was more than just a movie. As the shoot progressed and they faced physical and emotional challenges, as well as unexplained phenomena, that feeling turned into a conviction. They were part of something deeply spiritual and transformative, a community united by the mission of delivering a message that would resonate in the hearts of millions. The release of The Passion of the Christ in 2004 was a monumental cultural and spiritual phenomenon. It faced harsh criticism for its graphic violence and accusations of anti-Semitism, but it was simultaneously praised for its emotional intensity and raw depiction of Christ's suffering. The film moved audiences to tears, prompted introspection, and inspired prayers. The financial success was monumental, grossing over $600 million, and a significant portion of those profits was directed toward charitable initiatives, reflecting the central message of love and sacrifice. The challenges faced by the team not only tested their dedication but served as a powerful reminder of the struggles we encounter in our daily lives. The accidents, the intense emotions, and the unexplained phenomena on set became a living testimony of how, even amid adversity, God can work to remind us of His presence and purpose. The whole experience begs the ultimate question: what are we willing to sacrifice for our deepest beliefs? And how do we discern the hand of the divine when it manifests in the most human, difficult moments of our lives?